to another episode of One Bible 1 Year. Today I'm reading Exodus chapter 6 and 7, and yeah, let's get started. Chapter 6. When the Lord told Moses, "Now you will see what I will do to Pharaoh. When he feels the force of my strong hand, he will let the people go. In fact, he will force them to leave his land." And God said to Moses, "I am Yahweh, the Lord. I appear to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob as El Shaddai, God Almighty, but I did not reveal my name, Yahweh, to them, and I reframed or reaffirmed my covenant with them under its terms. I promised to give them the land of Canaan where they were living as foreigners. You may be sure that I have heard the groans of the people of Israel who are now slaves to the Egyptians, and I am well aware of my covenant with them. Therefore, say to the people of Israel, I am the Lord. I will free you from your oppression and will rescue you from your slavery in Egypt. I will redeem you with a powerful arm and great acts of judgment. I will claim you as my own people, and I will be your God. Then you will know that I am the Lord your God who has freed you from your oppression in Egypt. I will bring you to the land I swore to give to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I will give it to you as your very own possession. I am the Lord." So Moses told the people of Israel what the Lord had said, but they refused to listen anymore. They had become too discouraged by the brutality of their slavery. Then the Lord told Moses, "Go back to Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, and tell him to let the people leave his country." "But Lord," Moses objected, "my own people won't listen to me anymore. How can I expect Pharaoh to listen? I am such a clumsy speaker." But the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron and gave them orders for the Israelites and for Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. The Lord commanded Moses and Aaron to lead the people of Israel out of Egypt. These are the ancestors of some of the clans of Israel. The sons of Reuben, Israel's oldest son, were Hanoch, Paul, Hezron, and Carmi. Their descendants became the clans of Reuben. The sons of Simeon were Jemuel, Jamin, Hoad, Jachin, Zoar, and Saul. Saul's mother was a Canaanite woman. Their descendants became the clans of Simeon. These are the descendants of Levi, as listed in their family records. The sons of Levi were Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. Levi lived to be 137 years old. The descendants of Gershon included Libni, Libni, and Shimei, each of whom became the ancestor of a clan. The descendants of Kohath included Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel. Kohath lived to be 133 years old. The descendants of Merari included Mahuli and Mushi. These are the clans of the Levites, as listed in their family records. Amram married his father's sister, Jochebed, and she gave birth to his sons Aaron and Moses. Amram lived to be 137 years old. The sons of Izhar were Korah, Nepheg, and Zikri. The sons of Uzziel were Mishael, Ezaphan, and Sithri. Aaron married Elisheba, the daughter of Amminadab, the sister of Nahshon, and she gave birth to his sons Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. The sons of Korah were Asir, Elkanah, and Abiasaph. Their descendants became the clans of Korah. Eleazar, son of Aaron, married one of the daughters of Putiel, and she gave birth to his son Phinehas, but with an H. These are the ancestors of the Levite families listed according to their clans. The Aaron and Moses named in this list are the same ones to whom the Lord said, "Lead the people of Israel out to the land of Egypt like an army." It was Moses and Aaron who spoke to Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, about leading the people of Israel out of Egypt. When the Lord spoke to Moses in the land of Egypt, he said to him, "I am the Lord. Tell Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, everything I am telling you." But Moses argued with the Lord, saying, "I can't do it. I'm such a clumsy speaker. Why should Pharaoh listen to me?" Chapter 7. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Pay close attention to this. I will make you seem like God to your Pharaoh. To Pharaoh and your brother. Aaron will be your prophet. Tell Aaron everything I command you, and Aaron must command Pharaoh to let the people of Israel leave his country. But I will make Pharaoh's heart stubborn so I can multiply my miraculous signs and wonders in the land of Egypt. Even when Pharaoh will refuse to listen to you, so I will bring down my fist on Egypt. Then I will rescue my forces, my people, the Israelites, from the land of Egypt with great acts of judgment. When I raise my powerful hand and bring out the Israelites, the Egyptians will know that I am the Lord." So Moses and Aaron did just as the Lord had commanded them. Moses was 80 years old and Aaron was 83 when they made their demands to Pharaoh. Then the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "Pharaoh will demand, 'Show me a miracle.' When he does this, say to Aaron, 'Take your staff and throw it down in the front of Pharaoh, and it will become a serpent.'" So Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and did as what the Lord had commanded them. Aaron threw down his staff before Pharaoh and his officials, and it became a serpent. Then Pharaoh called in his own wise men and sorcerers, and these Egyptian magicians did the same thing with their magic. They threw down their staffs, which also became serpents. But then Aaron's staff swallowed up their staffs. Pharaoh's heart, however, remained hard. He still refused to listen, just as the Lord had predicted. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Pharaoh's heart is stubborn, and he still refuses to let the people go. So go to Pharaoh in the morning as he goes down the river. Stand on the bank of the Nile and meet him there. Be sure to take along the staff that turned into a snake. Then announce to him, 'The Lord, the God of the Hebrews, has sent me to tell you, let my people go so they can worship me in the wilderness.' Until now you have refused to listen to him. So that this is what the Lord says. I will show you that I am the Lord. Look, I will strike the water of the Nile with his staff in my hand, and the river will turn to blood. The fish in it will die, and the river will stink. The Egyptians will not be able to drink any water from the Nile." Then the Lord said to Moses, "Tell Aaron, take your staff and raise it high over the water of Egypt, all its rivers, canals, ponds, and all the reservoirs. Turn all the water to blood. Everywhere in Egypt the water will turn to blood, even the water stored in the wooden bowls and stone pots." So Moses and Aaron did just as the Lord commanded them. As Pharaoh and his officials watched, Aaron raised his staff and struck the water of the Nile. Suddenly the whole river turned to blood. The fish in the river died, and the water became so foul the Egyptians couldn't drink it. There was blood everywhere throughout the land of Egypt. But again the magicians of Egypt used their magic, and they too turned the water into blood. So Pharaoh's heart remained hard. He refused to listen to Moses and Aaron, just as the Lord had predicted. Pharaoh returned to his palace and put the whole thing out of his mind. Then all the Egyptians dug along the river bank to find drinking water, for they couldn't drink the water from the Nile. 7 days passed from the time the Lord struck the Nile. Okay, so that was 10 minutes. It was pretty quick. But chapter 8 is actually really long. It's like a page and a half, so I don't think I'm gonna read it anyways today. So anyways, to kind of talk about that, sorry, I keep going back to the movie that I've watched, because that's really the only, I don't know what to call it, I guess the only experience I've had with this kind of story. I mean, I haven't really read it like I am right now. But anyways, so just for me to talk about it, I just want to talk about, so of course, yeah, it shows that Pharaoh's magicians did everything that, that God's having, Moses and, what's his name? Sorry, I can't, Moses and, I think it's Aaron, yes, Moses and Aaron. And so everything that Moses and Aaron are doing, you know, the Pharaoh's magicians can do it, so Pharaoh's not even caring about it the whole time. But what I kind of thought was, in the movie that I've watched, what was I gonna say? So in the movie that I've watched, Pharaoh's magicians do the same thing, but the water like turns clear right after, like in a few seconds. But the blood actually killed the fish. So it wasn't only bad, but it killed the entire thing, and it was so foul they couldn't even drink out of it. And that's still, like, you know, it's so miraculous, and it still just left him hard-hearted. I don't know. And then also what stuck out to me was that, so the Lord had Noah do his throw his staff on the ground, or Aaron throw his staff on the ground, and it turned into a snake, and then the two guys, or the two, I don't know what to call it, magicians or whatever they had back in the day, they threw down their staffs and it turned into snakes, but theirs both got eat up from there, so it just, from Aaron's, and it just shows how strong the Lord is. So even though, you know, oh, it's 2 versus 1, and, you know, he should lose, but he still wins. And it's really cool just to see that, but it's still, like, he's still hard-hearted, and I don't even know. After the second miracle, I would have been like, okay, leave. But he's still hard-hearted, and I guess he really relies on them, because like it said a long time ago, or not a long time ago, like a few chapters in Genesis, it said that Joseph told Pharaoh that they need the shepherds. So yeah, so they needed all the Israelites, but now he needs them to make all the big cities and things like that. You know, they're the main construction crew, and you know, he treats them like dirt, and it makes me so mad, because the way they were treated. And you know, I hate slavery. I don't know who does like slavery, but either way, it just makes me mad too, because I would have hated to be those people back then too. But I don't know, that's pretty much it that I have to talk about today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye. And seek you.